Have you ever wondered why some people don't look super muscular but are incredibly strong, tough, and almost never get hurt? Meanwhile, lots of people who go to modern gyms with big, clear muscles end up with sore joints, tendon problems, or even injuries after just a few months of working out. The difference is in something most of us are missing. It's not about the muscles, it's about tendons and joints. Thousands of years ago, the ancient Greeks understood this very well. They didn't just train to get big, they trained to become strong in every way. For them, the body wasn't just separate muscle groups, it was a complete connected system, where muscles, tendons, ligaments, and joints all work together like a machine. Nowadays, a lot of people go to the gym with just one goal: to build muscle as fast as possible. They lift heavier weights, work out more, and try to break their limits every day. But there's a truth that not many people tell you: muscles grow quickly, but your tendons and joints don't. Tendons are like the bridges between your muscles and bones. When your muscles squeeze, it's the tendons that pull to make you move. Think of your muscles as the engine, and your tendons as the drive belts. And if those drive belts are weak, a strong engine won't do much good. Not only that, but your joints and ligaments help keep everything stable. They make sure your movements are precise, safe, and controlled. If your joints are weak, you'll lose control. And then, it's only a matter of time before you get hurt. The ancient Greeks knew that real strength wasn't just about how much weight you could lift. It was also about being able to control and use your body in a flexible and effective way every day. They didn't just work out to show off their muscles or get big numbers on a barbell. Instead, their idea was to build a complete body that could handle any real-life challenge. They focused on functional strength. This means being able to move well in real life, balancing on one leg, controlling every small body movement, handling long-lasting pressure, and moving easily in any situation. Ancient Greek athletes trained to run, jump, climb, wrestle, and fight. All of these needed muscles to work together smoothly, good balance, and amazing stamina. That's why they focused on building all-around strength, instead of just working on one muscle group. One of their secrets was using a lot of static exercises, also called isometric exercises. These are exercises where you hold a certain position for a set amount of time, forcing your muscles to work constantly to stay in that position. These exercises don't just build strength, they also help you handle more and control your body better. For example, holding a horse stance in martial arts, doing a plank, or holding a push-up position are all classic isometric exercises. When you hold a position like that, every muscle fiber, every joint, and every tendon has to work together closely to keep you stable. This doesn't just make you stronger, it also helps you control even the smallest movements of your body. These exercises might not make your muscles huge right away like heavy weightlifting does, but they quietly build something much more important: a super strong system of tendons and joints. When your tendons and joints are healthy, you'll avoid injuries, move more easily, and stay strong for a long time. That's the solid base for all physical activities, from sports to daily life. Functional strength and isometric exercises don't just make you stronger, they also help you live an active, confident, and resilient life every day. And here's the cool part: tendons aren't just simple connecting ropes. When you train them the right way, tendons can get thicker, tougher, and more springy. This helps you make more power, faster, and better, without needing to get super bulky muscles. That's why martial artists, gymnasts, or even those old-time warriors often aren't huge, but they're super strong and flexible. On the flip side, if you only focus on your muscles and ignore your tendons and joints, it's like building a skyscraper on a weak foundation. At first, things might seem fine. You lift heavier weights, your muscles grow, and you feel like you're making super fast progress. But after a while, your body starts to complain: elbow pain, knee pain, shoulder inflammation, and then you're forced to stop. It's not because you're weak, it's because your foundation isn't strong enough. Another important thing to remember is that tendons and joints don't get as much blood flow as muscles do. This means they take a lot longer to heal. So, if you work out too fast, lift too heavy, or keep pushing yourself harder, your tendons and joints won't have enough time to get used to it. And that's why most long-lasting injuries happen. The ancient Greeks didn't have modern science, fancy labs, or complex measuring tools like we do today, but they had something much more valuable: real-life experience, built up over hundreds of years of training warriors and athletes. These lessons weren't just passed down by word of mouth, they were proven in every battle, every competition, and in their daily lives. For the Greeks, physical training wasn't just about getting stronger, it was about survival, protecting their community, and their honor. They understood very well that true strength wasn't just about how much weight you could lift or how big your muscles were. What was more important was how long you could keep that strength and use it in a flexible, effective way in any situation. For them, strength wasn't the finish line, but a continuous journey of training, where toughness and the ability to adapt were the key factors. They trained not just to compete, but to truly fight, to protect themselves, their families, and their homeland. Every training session was preparation for life or death challenges, where only the strong, flexible, and resilient could survive. That's why their exercises were always practical, focusing on full-body movement and the coordination between different muscle groups. To be able to move for a long time without giving up, they had to build both physical and mental endurance. Marathon races, battles that lasted hours, even days, forged their iron will and incredible stamina. Endurance wasn't just about running far, but also about recovering quickly and keeping high performance throughout their activity. And that's why the ancient Greeks always focused on building endurance, control, and the ability of their whole body to handle stress. They believed a healthy body was one that could adapt to any situation, control every movement well, and withstand great pressure without getting hurt. These ideas became the foundation for modern training methods today. Today, as sports science grows, top researchers and coaches are starting to see the value in these old principles again. They're going back to exercises that focus on endurance, control, and natural body movement, instead of just pure strength or how muscles look. Today's top coaches are emphasizing training tendons, making joints more stable, and building a strong base for movement. They understand that a healthy body isn't just about big muscles, but also about flexible, tough tendons, joints, and ligaments. That's the connection between the past and the present, where ancient lessons are still valuable, guiding us to a more complete and lasting way to train our bodies. Many people think that to change yourself, to get better at working out, you need to be an expert or have a personal trainer, but actually you don't need to be an expert to use these simple but effective rules in your workouts. The important thing is to actively watch, listen to your body, and be ready to try new things. Sometimes, just a small change in how you work out, like fixing your posture, changing the angle, or trying a new version of an exercise you know, can make a big difference. These small changes help you avoid getting bored and also help your muscles grow in a more complete way. Don't just focus on how much weight you can lift. Lifting heavier weights is important, but it's not everything. Sometimes using less weight and focusing on good form works better, helping you control your movements and lower your chance of getting hurt. Focus on feeling in control of every move. When you control the movement, you'll feel each muscle group working more clearly, which helps you get the most out of your workout. Don't just lift fast and drop fast. Doing movements too quickly can make you miss the feeling of your muscles working, which makes your workout less effective and raises your risk of injury. Try to slow down and feel each part of the movement. Try to hold at the hardest point. Slow down and feel every movement of your body. When you pause a little at the lowest point of a squat or bench press, you'll feel your muscles stretch more clearly and have better control. Don't just care about how much your muscles are flexing or look in the mirror to check your body. Pay attention to how you feel inside. Feel how your muscle groups work together when you move. Pay attention to how stable and strong your body is. Stability is the base for all movements, helping you build lasting strength and prevent injuries. Add static exercises like planks, wall sits, or balance exercises. These exercises help make your core stronger and improve your body control. Don't forget exercises that control movement, like slow lunges, yoga flows, or exercises that use many muscle groups together. These exercises help you become more flexible, agile, and improve your body's ability to adapt. And finally, give your body enough time to get used to things. Rest, recovery, and patience are key to making steady progress. Don't rush. Trust the process and listen to your body every day. Because in the end, the goal isn't just to look strong in the mirror, it's about actually being strong in real life. A body that's not just big, but also tough, not just powerful, but also well-controlled, not just strong for a few minutes, but strong for many years. The Greeks understood this thousands of years ago. What about you? Will you keep training the same way? Or start building real strength from your tendons, from your joints, from the foundation that few people ever see?